Well, voters in Nampa approved the creation of the Nampa Auditorium District on Tuesday, which may have some of you thinking, wait, Nampans are getting a new auditorium? No, actually. They're establishing an auditorium district, which is like a library or school irrigation district, just kind of a way to impose a tax on those who use such services, which may lead some of you to also think, well, especially if you live outside of Nampa or frequent Nampa, does that mean I'll be paying more taxes? Well, according to the people who proposed the idea and pushed it through, no. Here's Joe Paris.
In the late 90s, the Idaho Center in Nampa opened its doors to Idahoans. The complex holds an arena, an outdoor amphitheater, and horse park. And this week, voters decided if they wanted to add a tax to visitors to help keep Nampa's facilities rolling.
Well, the end result was the one that we had hoped for.
Voters in Nampa passed the creation of the Nampa Auditorium District with over 61% of the vote. Jeff Agenbrod is the chairman of the Nampa Auditorium District Committee. He said now the group can create the Nampa Auditorium District, which means areas around the event centers in Nampa will have a specific tax for visitors.
I know the golden question has been this whole time, are taxes going up for the average Nampa taxpayer?
No, they are not going up. The only additional tax that you would pay relating to the Auditorium District in Nampa would be if you stayed in one of the Nampa hotels.
Like other auditorium districts across Idaho, this new district will soon be able to collect a very specific 5% tax on hotel and motel room receipts within the district. So, for example, every $100 on a hotel bill, another $5 would be added on, going to this specific fund.
Yeah, I was thrilled. You know, I've been at these venues for 9 years, and it's something we've been working on.
Andrew Luther is the general manager of the Ford Idaho Center and Nampa Civic Center, community places that will soon see a new avenue of investment.
There's a litany of options that we could do, but things that come to mind right away, expansion of our horse park facilities here, building out larger meeting areas at the Nampa Civic Center, replacing theater seats, even work within the amphitheater. There's a whole new level of projects we're going to be able to achieve here beyond our normal capital projects annually.
You've likely seen an event at the Idaho Center or the Civic Center in Nampa, but have you ever thought about all the behind-the-scenes work?
We're 24/7, 365. We just had Dirt in here 2 days ago, and we're getting ready for a concert here in a day and a half. So it is a nonstop facility, and that sort of wear and tear, it comes with a price, and we're thankful that the Auditorium District is going to help offset some of that.
Thankful is something the Auditorium District Committee is feeling too, that voters passed the idea at the end of a very long ballot.
We were at the bottom of the ballot, and that was a rather long ballot of 6 pages, so for their patience and persistence to get to the bottom of the ballot to give us that yes vote and overwhelmingly support the Nampa Auditorium District.
The goal now, continued the growth and investment into important community spaces in Nampa.
The economic impact that these venues can drive for the city and outlying areas is huge. We're talking tens of millions in an annual year, and that's very important to us.
We want to have beautiful auditoriums that attract the best entertainment and provide the best space for our community.
Another positive from the Auditorium District is they believe this will help with the tax burden. Agenbrod tells me that what this does for Nampa taxpayers is it helps take the burden off of the property tax that has been used till now to fund the improvements and enhancements for the auditoriums. So this will offset those costs by about $1.5 million a year, providing that relief for the tax burden in Nampa. To be clear, this is not the first time that has been passed an auditorium district in Idaho. I believe this is now one of a whole collection across the state.
And it's a use tax, but the thing is that kind of ebbs and flows. You're not getting a lot of people coming in for big shows and stuff. Well, then you can see your tax go down.
And I know that like these use tax during the COVID era where people weren't going out to things, then there was no money coming in. But with the amount of events and activities like horse shows and rodeos at the Idaho Center, I was surprised to learn how many people are staying in those hotels.
It's true. All right. Thanks, Joe.